So, how you feeling? I'm very mellow right now. Sorry, I'm just going to send out a message here quickly. My apologies. I meant to do this a few minutes ago and I got tied up with a few other things. You know how that can go sometimes. So let me just do this. I'll send that there. I just wanted to let a few folks know that I was live because not everybody necessarily got the notification. So I thought I'd let a few people know. Pardon me. Did that go? Yes, it did. So, I'm just in a strange headspace at the moment. I had a productive day at work, and that was good. Worked from home today, but I had a productive work day. And then I had to take a nap immediately afterwards because I was just super tired, even though I was energized this morning when I woke up for a rare and strange occasion. I seldom have energy when I wake up in the morning, but I did this morning, and I welcomed that because I'm not used to it. Just augment my lighting here. There we go. Anyway, I had some dinner and I thought I'd sit down for a bit and just I couldn't seem to clear my mind. I couldn't truly relax. Then I realized that, I was probably going through something when I'd go into the kitchen, a glass of water, and look at the sink full of dishes and say, nope. I just didn't have the brain space to deal with it, the head space, the ability to think about it. I was, very tired, which is, it's got to do with depression, is what it does. And despite the fact that I'm feeling, I was feeling pretty good today and I had energy, find as the day winds down, I just lacking it. I'm lacking both energy and the will. I don't know if maybe it is the right word. Lacking the will to just get up and leave the house, the apartment. I don't have a house, I have an apartment, but I just didn't have the energy to I was going to go for a walk, and it's actually quite nice out for January in Ottawa. It's very mild. I think it's only about -2 degrees, which is extraordinarily mild for Ottawa at this time of the year. But yeah, just physical, mental, I just have nothing, no gas left in the tank tonight. And I have, projects that I have to get done. But I think, when you spend the day home alone with I get my energy from other people. So today I wasn't around anybody and I was going to go out and then I just didn't have the energy to do it. So I'm thinking, difficult. Very difficult. Sort of find myself in a strange place where it's like, how do I balance one thing? I get the day job done. That's the number one priority. Take care of work. Without work, I don't have money. Without money, I can't really live. So that's the number one priority. Anything after that kind of falls away. It's like, oh yeah, I have some bills I have to pay. I have some emails I have to respond to. I have laundry to do and groceries to do. And I should go visit my parents. But I just don't have the energy to leave the apartment. It took energy to walk from the couch to this desk, and the couch is 3 meters away. So I think it's the winter doldrums, the winter blues, they call them. Ordinarily, I would have been out on the Rideau Canal for a skate, the world's longest skating rink, but it's not open yet. And although the local ski hills are open, the conditions are not great, and majority of the runs aren't even operational yet because every time we get snow, it seems to get very mild a day or two later and rains and melts. So it's been a very strange winter. And here we are, the 23rd of January, which is kind of shocking when I think about it. It's just whizzed on by, flying by. 7 days left in the month. 8 actually, I guess. Well, 7 tomorrow, because there's only 3 hours left in today, technically. So, yeah, strange. Television's doing its wallpaper thing, where it changes scenes, photos that I've shot, and that one is a particularly bright one. You can see the light in the background there. I find I'm rather bereft this evening of things to discuss because I'm just so exhausted. Which is, kind of weird because I had so much energy this morning. I guess it just goes away when it wants to. Of course, to energize oneself, I should have gone to the gym, or at least done a light workout at home. But I've really been struggling with that lately, despite the fact that I had a great day. That's the thing about depression, It's not always doom and gloom and gray. You can have moments that flash that are just wonderful. You can be happy and not feel emptiness or despair, and then, boom, it hits you like a ton of bricks. You feel empty and lost and abandoned and alone and desperate for anything. I don't even know what. And when the anxiety kicks in, well, that just kind of takes it over, Makes it worse because you have no energy, but your brain is racing. So, I'm hoping that my contribution to the world this evening, which is talking in a calm voice, may help you so that you don't feel like I do. I'm hoping that I can lull you into a state of relaxation and sleep well this evening. I certainly hope to sleep well myself. Don't know if that's going to happen, but I am very tired, so it's possible. I hope. Well, I'm glad I can help you there, Steve. I'm glad this works for you. It's the whole reason that I do it, is to try and help others. Especially when, when I'm going through a depressive episode or an anxious episode, and I can express what I'm feeling, well, sort of express what I'm feeling, try to express what I'm feeling, so that others can understand that you're not alone. Many of us feel this way. And it is all in my head. I do realize that. I wish I could just, make it go away by wishing it away, but it doesn't work that way. The medication helps. Hopefully I can get back in to see a therapist again, but I only have a limited amount of funds through my health benefit package with my employer, and that was exhausted in September, I think. So I'll see if I can, it restarts in March. So I should probably start looking to see if I can get back in to see somebody. Time will tell. Oh, you were at the the service. Wow. Wow. That must have been something else. Lisa Marie Presley's funeral service in at Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. Not been there yet. I want to go visit someday, both Graceland and, Memphis, of course, but I also want to visit Nashville. Maybe next year. We'll see. Take a road trip. I have other things I need to take care of first before leisure time can be enjoyed and travel time can be enjoyed. And some other responsibilities first. I'll tend to that when I can. But travel is wonderful. Travel, whenever I get a chance to travel, whether it's to another part of the world or just a getaway for the weekend, which is never enough, but a weekend getaway is always nice. Well, I shouldn't say always nice. I guess if you have to go to a funeral, that's not necessarily nice, but a getaway is a getaway, and I'll take anyone I can get. And I'm thinking I should probably plan something soon. Just a weekend away to go skiing. My boss has told me that, I'll give you a Friday off. Just let me know when, and it'll be between you and I. I'll see to it that you get paid for it, and just a day off where you can enjoy yourself and not have to worry about things, which I think is quite generous of her. She doesn't have to do that. I'm not an employee where I work. I'm a contractor. I work for a company that contracts me to the place where I work. Does that make sense? Yeah, I guess it does. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. But a trip away, yeah, I could really use it. I haven't been anywhere in, oh my goodness, over a year. Beale Street, eh? Yeah, I've heard so much about Beale Street, and great musicians on Beale Street, I'm told. It's a place I definitely want to visit. Someday in the future. Graceland. Yeah. Something to see for sure. Yeah, I know what that's like, Steve. No argument, sir. No argument. One second. Sorry, I needed to clear my throat there. I think when the anxiety really, I can feel it melting away right now, actually. I can feel it leaving me. Having a chance to chat, even, in a virtual while I speak, and you lovely people send me messages, it does help to alleviate some of the anxiety, along with the fact that I feel like I'm contributing to society right now. And one of the things about the anxiety is how it always tells you, you're coupled with depression, is that you're not contributing anything. So knowing that I am, even if it's only a little bit, it's enough to help lift my spirits, as the saying goes, and to provide me with sense of or a peace of mind, a sense of well-being, a sense of calmness. And that, my friends, is what we all seek, I think, isn't it? Calmness, a sense of peace, sense of relaxation, a sense of well-being. That sort of, well, I guess I'll relay it to you and how I'm thinking about it. And for some folks, I understand a weighted blanket helps to alleviate anxiety. For me, it's just curled up on the couch with some music playing, usually jazz, helps to calm the nerves, as the old saying would go, when really what it was doing was helping to alleviate your anxiety. It's funny the things we used to say, oh, this person's nerves are shot. No, they have anxiety. I'm very, very nervous. No, you're anxious. It's your brain chemistry. You might not feel like that all the time, but sometimes it can be really debilitating to the point where you can't stand or walk or move. You just are in perhaps a fetal position, or just lie down, or whatever you need to do to try and take that away. Sometimes I'll go for a long walk. And sometimes it helps. Sometimes the jazz will help. Breathing exercises always help. 10 deep cleansing breaths in and out helps to calm the mind and the body. You can slowly feel the stress melting away. Yes, I actually have. And you are correct, Michael. It is anything but Om. John Coltrane. Love John Coltrane. I have a jazz podcast for those of you who might be unaware. If you're curious, I can send you a link. I find that, as I said, sometimes a walk will help. The breathing exercises I find do more to alleviate my anxiety than anything else. Deep breaths in, hold for a few seconds, and then exhale. Shallow breathing can make you more anxious. Deep breathing will help to release the GABA. Will help to calm your mind, and when your mind calms down, your body can relax too. You'll feel the tension leave your muscles. I usually feel it up in here, in my neck and in my traps. Are they traps? I can't remember. Right down through to my lower back. I carry a lot of tension there. And oftentimes I'll be lying on the couch and I'll look down and realize that I'm sitting there with my legs flexed the whole time and don't even realize it. It's not an intentional thing or a conscious thing. I'm going to have to do something. This chair's really creaky. And it annoys me. It's comfortable, but I don't like the noise it creates. It's a distraction. But yeah, I could be lying there and realizing that I'm completely flexed. Everything, which I guess would be a form of exercise, dynamic tension. But it can really cramp you up. You know? And that's not fun now, is it? Nobody wants that. We all just want to be able to relax and take it easy and not have too much stress in our lives, because, let's face it, we're in a pretty stressful timeline, aren't we? I mean, we're not going to discuss what's going on. We all know how the world is in a serious state of upheaval, and that can certainly add to one's anxiety and depression, especially on those days when the brain doesn't allow you to see the bigger picture. It doesn't allow you to see the beautiful things in this world. It'll just show you the negative and the bad and the sad, and that can really take its toll on you. And that is when things can get really dark. So, let's cast back the cowl of darkness. I don't know what else to call it. Pausing and taking a deep breath, Michael, Mikal, did I pronounce it Mikal? Pausing and taking a very deep breath. You don't want to hyperventilate. You want to breathe slowly, and it will help to relax you. because it does create the chemical reaction, and it releases GABA into your brain, and it's a calming chemical, and it's been proven to work really well. There are a few other exercises, but I can't recall them right now because I am a little anxious. And when you get anxious, it's hard to bring the exercises that you need to do to make yourself less anxious into your mind, because your mind is racing nonstop. So the one easy one I can always remember is to breathe. Mikhail. Okay. Yes, I thought, I do recall, sir, we chatted a number of times on Twitter. But I know that since Twitter's gone haywire recently, I've noticed a lot of followers have dropped off, both people I follow and people that were following me. So I don't know what happened there. Strange. Mr. Musk may have had something to do with that. I don't know. You're right. Anxiety can feel like 8 hours of cardio in the gym physically, but without the payoff, traditional exercise. You're absolutely right. You are physically exhausted. Your heart's been racing. Your mind has been racing. And you're jazzed up like you would feel after a workout. But you've had no benefits thereof. So this is going to leads to the next thing I was about to talk about. It's like you feel like you've worked out, but you haven't had the benefit. It's kind of a ripoff. One of the side effects of sertraline, or Zoloft, as you may have heard it called, is that it can create insomnia, along with vivid dreams. Oh, good for you, Mikhail. That would explain why we're not on Twitter anymore. Okay, you did good for you. You deactivated your account and your anxiety's improved. That's excellent. And yeah, I've actually taken a few days away from it. As of last week, I was having a difficult time, so I thought I'll use it to promote the online stuff that I do. But I'm staying away from the timelines and not commenting on anything for the next little while. And it's helped with both my anxiety and depression lately. But as I was saying a moment ago, it's like it's like going to the gym for 8 hours with anxiety, but you don't get the benefits of the workout. And one of the side effects of the medication is that when I go to sleep at night, I have extremely vivid dreams, oftentimes terrible insomnia, and I will usually wake up. I run hot to begin with. I run very, very hot to begin with. And on this medication, my metabolism increases, and as a result, I will wake up covered in sweat. And when I get up in the morning to immediately shower, because I feel hungover because I'm dehydrated. So it's get up and stumble to the kitchen, get some water, take the medication, take the shower, get out of the shower, take some more water, and then have a coffee, just to try and rehydrate as quickly as possible, so that by the time I get to work, I get up every day at 5, and I get to work for 8. By the time I get to work, I'm not feeling hungover. And if I'm going to feel hungover, I want to have at least earned it, right? And I haven't earned the right to feel that way. So I was trying to relate the anxiety to the side effects from the anti-anxiety and antidepressant that I take, and how, I'll feel hungover from it, but I haven't had a drink. And I feel like I've had a workout, but I have no exercise. I was on years ago, my doctor put me on Paxil, and that was terrible for me. It did not work well for me. So I didn't take any medication for many, many years because I did not like what it did to me. So I'm just on sertraline, which is also known as Zoloft. And it's worked miracles for me. And I started it on February 28th, 2020, just before the whole world shut down. Talk about serendipity, eh? I still get a chuckle about that. I was in the darkest place that I'd been in many, many years, and I had to go see the doctor because it was like, this is not good. It's affecting every aspect of my life where, I can barely work anymore. So, anyway, the medication made a tremendous difference in my life. I just talk about strange timing, eh? Somehow that all worked out for me. I mean, I made it through sitting at home for 2 months with nothing to do, so that's why I started podcasting. Started doing this along with the music shows. I'll give you a link to the music show. I have, if anybody's interested in the jazz show, that is. I have a pop music show as well. Quite a bit different pop music is, but, it's fun. I'll post a link here if anybody wants to listen. So where are we here? Yeah. Let's see. Did I copy it? Yes. No, that's not it. That's the wrong one. Sorry. Helps if I copy the right link. There we go. And I'll just post this in the chat. So this would, if you're interested, this takes you to the pop music show that I have. I have a sub-story, a subset of that show on Spotify. That particular one is only on Mixcloud because of music licensing fees. But the jazz show is on Spotify for anybody who's interested. Songs and Stories, Supplemental Jazz Edition. There's 76 shows, each 1 hour. But enough about my hobby. We didn't come here for me to talk about music. Although somebody did ask me once to talk about jazz on the show, and I thought, well, just have a listen to the jazz show because it's music and it's stories about the artists, the compositions, so on and so forth. Anyway, I'm feeling a little bit calmer. Let's see, if I lower my chair, you can probably see where is it? Where's the thing? I can't find the chain. Couldn't find that. Oops, now I'm too low, but there, I can lower the mic. There you can see. I've got that little candle burning, and it has 150-year-old beeswax in it. And when it melts from the heat of the candle, it has honey in the wax, so it gives you this wonderful scent. You couldn't eat the wax; it's beeswax, but it does. The honey wasn't separated from it entirely, so it has such a wonderful scent, aroma. It's just very comforting, very calming, very relaxing, and very, very natural. Beeswax and honey, and it's over 150 years old, so I think that's kind of cool myself. Deep breaths really do help. I need to start doing yoga again too. But of course the yoga that I'm going to do, and my yoga instructor, she's not into the namaste. That's not her. She does yoga for the exercise and how it positively affects the body. Buonanotte, Samil. I hope I said your name correctly. So, breathing, thinking positive thoughts, discussing how you're feeling with others, especially when you're feeling it, I find helps a great deal. I find it helps to clear your head. Oftentimes I compartmentalize what I'm feeling when I'm feeling it. Why is my camera going out of focus? It's very strange. Thought it was my eyes for a second. when I'm going through something like that, I find compartmentalizing it, if I'm in a really dark place, to compartmentalize it and then, sorry, bumping things here, discuss it later. I need to go and just talk about absolutely anything but what I'm feeling at the time. And I find that, it works well. Makes a difference. It helps to calm me down. And I hope I've been able to provide you with some calming thoughts this evening, some calming words. I don't know quite what language that's in. If that's, is that Portuguese? Fala verso brasileiro. Sorry, I don't quite know what you're saying. I'll translate it later. Actually, yes. I'm, believe it or not, I'm actually a talented sketch artist. I have been for most of my life. I haven't done anything in a long time. I tried to pick up my guitar and play the other day, and I just couldn't get my head into it. I wanted to play. I wanted to learn a couple of songs and play for a bit, but I didn't seem to have the energy. So I haven't put pencil to paper in a long time, but yeah, I'm a pretty talented sketch artist. I'm not like some of these super realistic artists that you see today. It's mind blowing what they put into it, but I'm pretty good. But I haven't done it in a long time. I will look up what this says. I don't know what this says, so I'm going to look this up because I want to know what it says. Brazilian film and dubbing producer is a pioneer in the field of voiceovers in Brazil. Okay, cool. I will check that. I will. Thank you. I will look into that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Semil. Yes, deep breaths. They help me. And I hope I've been able to help you out this evening a little bit. I hope that the time we spent together has helped to bring you some calm and peace and a sense of well-being. I hope that I've been able to assist you this evening. If you're struggling, if you're having trouble, feel free to send me a message via the... Does it help me with rest and sleep? Yes, it does actually, but I have to find somebody who... I've had to scour the internet to find somebody who can provide me with a calming sense, a calming voice, along with, some suggestions about how to relax, how to release the tension from your back, from your neck, shake your hands, to breathe, I don't think I'm very good at describing it like that myself. I've tried a couple of times and I don't, well, that's the anxiety telling me you're an imposter and you suck, right? But I've used ASMR in the past, but I'm not. Some ASMR channels are sort of gimmicky in that they'll crinkle paper and tap their fingers, and that doesn't work for me. To each their own, right? That doesn't work for me at all. But a guided meditation in a calming voice does help. And then, of course, I understand that the whispers also help people a great deal. And I'm eager to help people, so that's why I do this. And I find that if you take your breathing exercises, along with trying to relax the muscles in your body by thinking about, okay, let's just release the tension from our shoulders. You can feel it melt away as you breathe deeply.
tension will ease itself out of your body. It'll go down your back, through your legs, and right out your toes. You can feel a sense of warmth and calm coming over you. And that will help you to fall asleep quickly. Having a good night's sleep does tremendous amounts of positive things for your body. Not only will it help with alleviating the anxiety, but it also helps to wipe out depression. Insomnia can create depression. So having a good night's sleep will carry you a long way into feeling better about yourself, about your surroundings, about whatever situation you're in. Remember to breathe. Stop. Be still. Take a deep breath. Hold it. And then release it. It will do so much wonderful things for you until you've tried it and done it. You may not know.
So I hope you've enjoyed our time together this evening. I am going to take my leave, as I do have to take care of a couple of things before I can settle down for the evening. And I hope that this has been helpful to you. If you need to get a hold of me, please feel free to reach out in the comments section on the YouTube channel, and I will respond in kind as quickly as I can. But until we meet again, my friends, wherever you are in this world, I hope that you're feeling good. I hope that you have a happy and healthy existence. I hope that tomorrow is a brighter day than today. You take care. I'll see you soon.